There goes 8 weeks in the bank. Great 8 weeks. Guys worked their butt off. The best one we've ever had. We just got to keep on rolling. Got to get 2 more days to finish up. Take a week off and then back into football for 5 weeks. So we're getting there well. They've done a great job. The youth is growing up. The old guys done a great job of leadership. We've only got I think we've only got 23 guys left over from before Coach Franken got here. So those older guys have really done a great job of keeping everybody together, teaching everybody kind of the Penn State way. So they've been awesome. Anybody have any questions?
Can you take us through the last few days and maybe some of the guys you've seen?
The last few days, on Monday, we came in and we did 40-yard dash. We only do that once a year. So that's a huge day for our guys. They do a lot of speed improvement. As you guys know, this gives them a chance to kind of profile how much they've improved. And that went really well. Then we did broad and triple broad. And then we bench pressed after that. Then yesterday we came in, we did vertical jump, and we did power clean. As you guys know, the power clean is a huge measure for us to see how explosive we are. We're big into explosive training. And then today we went over, as you guys saw, and we started with pro agility. And then we finished with squat max. Obviously, squat max is kind of the ultimate deal for us. It's pretty tough to do anything after squat max, so we're actually giving them a day off. Tomorrow all we're doing is meeting, and then Friday we'll get back in the morning. So a lot of guys really stood out. I think one guy you guys all saw that ran well, that lifted well, that really kind of fulfilled what we know he's capable of is Saquon Barkley. Huge day, clean 390. I think he tied Anthony Zettel for the greatest in the history of our program. He just squatted 500 for 7. Did a really nice job. Bench 390, ran a 4.38. So this kid is for real. He's a tremendous athlete, but even better than that, he's a great leader, a great worker. He really epitomizes what we're all about. So he really did a nice job coming on. Other guys that have done well, Sterling Jenkins, I think, has really come on well. He's up to 335 now. Squatted 405 for 8 today, so he's over 500-pound squatter. He benched 400 pounds. So you got a big guy that's developing really quickly physically, and we really hope can step right in there. Another guy at his position is Palma. And you guys all know with Paris, we got him last January. So he's been here for 14 months, and I can't even tell you the difference in physical changes that Palma's gone through. Just tremendous change. When he first got here, he was just barely benching 185. He got 385 on Monday. We all saw him squat 455 for 7 today. So for a big, tall, lanky guy, really does well, and he ran a 5.20 in the 40. So he's a guy that we really think has improved a lot as well. Other guys on the defensive side of the ball, I think Marcus Allen's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. I'm really working his butt off. He cleaned 315 yesterday. He ran well on Monday. He's done a really, really nice job of working hard, having an infectious, positive, aggressive attitude, and giving good leadership to the young players and backing it up with his own hard work. So he's really done a nice job. And then the bookends. John Reed and Grant Haley continue to just bring the pain from, they're not the tallest guys in the world, but they're both just great workers on and off the field as well. So those are some of the guys that have really done a nice job.
What have you learned about the January enrollees, the 4 or 5 guys that came in and started the program?
We had 5 guys that came in mid-year. We had Danny Dalton, Alex Gellerstedt, Connor McGovern. Who else do we have? Jake Zembeck, and then Jason Vronick was a JUCO All-American. They've been great. They've been great. I mean, obviously we're talking about a big adjustment. They should be in high school right now. I think the guy that really comes in that's really did a great job in high school was Connor McGovern. He's a guy that's at 310. He's already benching 375. He's a good squatter. He's a good cleaner. He runs really well. He moves well. He's a guy that is going to really do a nice job here, possibly early. We got to see. Alex Gellerstedt, another guy that came in a tackle, came in from Ohio. Awesome kid. He hasn't said 2 words since he's been here. The guys love him. He's a great worker. He's a tall, lean guy. He was 269 when he got here. He was 283 today. So the kid's gained 14 pounds in 8 weeks. So I'm like, whoa, hold on, Alex. You're doing fine. So I want to make sure it's all lean muscle mass. Runs really, really well. He's very athletic. He's going to have a great career at Penn State as well. One of our best workers. Danny Dalton, another guy, just a high energy, high effort guy. Has a lot of work to do from a foundation training, but he moves well, he runs well, and he's one of the best workers we have. And then Jake Zembeck, Obviously, with his background, he's been training forever. You know, comes right in, does a great job. Our 4 quarterbacks with Billy Fessler and Tommy Stevens, you know, Trace McSorley and now Jake, we got 4 quarterbacks that just grind. I mean, these guys train like linebackers. Great inspiration to everybody else. It's really an honor to have all 4 of those guys, and Jake fits in real well to that group. Jason's been great. Jason's kind of like Alex, Jason Vranek. Doesn't really say much, just grinds every day, really brings the pain. He's a great worker.
How rare is it to have a guy like Saquon Barkley who's that young and also that physically talented?
Saquon's, you know, he's a once every 10-year guy. You know, that's what a lot of people ask me what it was like to train Vernon Davis. There you go. You know, you come right in. His numbers are here. He trains for basically 8 months, and they're here all of a sudden. He's special. He's special in a lot of different areas. You don't get kids like that, you know, very often. The nice thing about him, just like Vernon, what makes Saquon special is not his physical gifts, it's his work ethic. And there's a lot of guys that have come around, not necessarily Penn State, but throughout the country, they have you know, great physical attributes, great talent. But when you work like that, like he does, then you really got something special. Obviously, you kind of watch him. He's a great leader as a kid that's been here for 9 months. He's already a great leader. He's not a loud guy, but he just leads by example, leads by encouragement. He'll do anything for anybody. He's a great teammate. So Saquon means a lot to this program and a lot more than just Saturdays on the field. Special guy.
James had noted that for offensive linemen, it usually takes them a couple years, 2-3 years in the program to get where they can be real contributors. How close are some of those guys, the young Bateses and Gonzalez's and those kind of kids who've only been here for a while?
They've definitely bridged the gap. They've definitely bridged the gap. It helps Connor and helps Alex to be mid-years. I mean, you know, if you could get your lineman in at mid-year, you're getting that free 7 months of training, growth and maturity. You hate to have them, you know, miss out on some high school experiences, but it really helps them get ready quicker. I think that Bates, Ryan Bates and Gonzalez have done a really good job. Bates is he's got some really strong physical attributes right away that help him. We're still trying to work on some things with Gonzalez, but he's done a great job as well. He's a real strong kid. Benches 425 already, good squatter. So both those guys and Connor McGovern are 3 guys that physically, you know, we got a long ways to go, but physically you can see them possibly, us giving them a decent look and see what they got. You know, some other guys still in developmental stages physically. Those 3 guys have done a really good job.
Last episode, you talked about how you worked on Christian specific areas from the overall package or the specific area.
Well, since we've only really had him for 8-9 months, we just kind of let him roll. Let him go ahead and see what he got. He's improved so quickly. There's going to come a time with Saquon where he's going to go to what we call Tier 3. Right now we have 9 guys in Tier 3. They're the elite guys in the program, the guys, the Dowries, the Cabindas, guys like that have already got tremendous strength levels, and you're kind of working on other things with them. Saquon's probably going to join that elite crew sooner rather than later. One thing we'd like to see that Tier 3 group grow. There was only 9 guys in it this year. Next year, we've only had these guys 2 years. Next year, we're hoping for 16, 17, 18. Then we're hoping the 4th year to jump into the 20s as more and more guys really take advantage of the way we approach training. So he'll jump in there quick.
What is a Tier 3?
Hold on, what's that?
What are those top 2 requirements?
It's kind of subjective. We sit down as a staff, and the one thing we really try to do is we want to train these guys for what they need. So that we do not do a cookie cutter deal and just put all the guys, all 95 guys, stir it up and here's your program. So we're trying to be as individualistic as possible and give them really what their needs set is. So that's where your 3 tiers come in. Tier 1 basically is your guys, this guy gets strong. This guy gets strong. That's the Keller stats, that's the McGoverns. We also, you guys saw Winnie Laurent squat real well today. So Winnie's a senior and he's Tier 1 and done great. He's a guy that is a 5th year. We really thought he needed strength as his biggest part. So we threw him in there, and he responded really well. So it doesn't really, don't have to be a freshman to be in there. It's just his strength is your biggest need. There you go. There's 29 guys in that. Tier 2 is our regular, all-encompassing program. We're going to crush it in the weight room. We're going to do ladder drills. We're going to do plyometrics. We're going to do all kinds of flexibility, core work, activation. It's everything. And that's a great, like 60 guys in that. That's a real good general, be a great football player, be a great athlete category. And then Tier 3 is that elite one we already talked about. The Big Nine is Big Nine. We just kind of made that up. We never called him that. Like we said Gaia, Dowry, Cabinda, Nick Scott, Freak of Nature, Saeed Blacknell, Deshaun Hamilton is tremendous strength levels, power levels. Von Walker has done a tremendous job. 4th-year guy. He ran a 4.5. He's strong as an ox. Just say Chris Godwin's in there. And, you know, another guy that's freaking sneaky, but this guy is a hell of an athlete, is Yaz. You too, DeAndre. Is Tyler Yazian does a great job as a long snapper. Very, very underrated athlete. Benches 400 pounds, runs a 4.7. You don't really think about it because he's a long snapper. You know, we put him on scholarship, so that's a great success story here at Penn State.
You talk about the nutrition station over there and what kind of impact that's having.
Wow, that thing is changed the way we live. It has been tremendous. It's become a huge focal point. We started out with like 20 to 25 shakes a day, and then the guys started kind of realizing it. We started kind of getting down what they really liked, what they really needed, and now we're pretty much everybody. We average 85 a day, so it's been tremendous. It's they wipe us out of all the food, especially the high protein food. It's been a great educational situation for us. We have to really educate our guys because we're with them when they eat now. So obviously it's not a meal replacement deal. Okay, it's a supplemental deal. It's a between meal type of situation. It's a way we can get extra protein in them. It's a way we can carb them up before they train and then protein them up after they train. So I think the nutrition bar has been a gigantic improvement to our guys. I'm going to wait to crunch the numbers. We took the weights today, but I feel that our lean mass and overall body mass has improved significantly since we got that bar 3 months ago. Okay, everybody good? Thanks, Chris. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you all coming out.